Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm your host Siren and today there'll be no deck profiles for this week, but I do have a little treat for you guys. So I finally got the opportunity to get the stand-up deck set for Favrneel. So we're doing the video for this one today. And also, I kind of feel like since we did the Graham Grace one, and I'm sorry I took a bit longer to get this set in particular, because I had to literally pre-order the last two from our store's distributor, so that's not as fun. But as you guys can tell, this is a fresh box, so it's not even open, it should still have the plastic, the condom on, and we'll actually get done with this video. Also, I need to... Shit, I just kind of realized... what the hell to do here. Sorry guys, I thought I got this deck list pretty much set up. So, give me 1 second. Now, before I do, this is a review video about this deck set right here. It's because we did the Graham Grace one. I thought it was pretty nice. There are some reprints that are very come in handy for some of us who have a very hard time. However, if you guys just don't want to buy a full box like this, and all you're just missing is the exclusive cards that came with the deck, even including its own ride line, its own generic ride line, you know, all that stuff, that's good. Koosh for you. However, I don't know why it's doing that. So sorry guys, I'm actually doing this on my phone to get the stuff I do need. So. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay. So, there's more to the story I wanted to say, but right now, let's just open this up. So, I got my little hair clip pin right here, and we're just going, because I don't want to break this stuff, so we're going to take off the condom wrapping. I mean, who wears condoms nowadays, except for doing all this stuff. So, we're going to do like a box opening video, which I haven't done in a very long time. I think Graham Grace was literally the first one I did do. So it does come with a little bit of thing here, contains the name, the deck list itself, and the standards on that stuff, including Favrneel being the first cover. So we got the box here, condoms off. Let's start opening it up. And of course, it does come with a deck box like this. So we have Favrneel. And you're also going to laugh at me for this too, because I actually bought two of them, the last two. Probably because I want more sleeves, and probably because I just want to get the promo, because come to find out, the promo who's the main grade 3 for the Favrneel is like $36. So, first of all, I don't want to spend like a full amount on getting a full playset of the damn unit. So I got two copies of that itself. So yeah. We got Favrneel deck box. We got the Favrneel sleeves, which I thought looks pretty damn sexy. And me being a Darkside player, and of course come with the foaming theme, but we don't fucking care about that. Now, we also can use this as well. So we got the goodies right here. And also, you can still use this box here as, you know, a storage unit, you know, just like whatever you want to keep your extra cards, or cards that you thought maybe could become good for you. And let's try pull up the name here. Okay. So, a little quick backstory on the deck itself and the product that the owner uses it. His name is Kanji Meguro. Now, for what I've kind of gathered about, there's not much details on Kanji himself, but from what I understand is he's not only dressed fabulously, kind of thought he would look like he's bisexual, or just the kind of guy that will sweep you off your feet if you're lucky, or if you just he wants to bang you. I don't know, what sounds kind of bad, but his body just screams arousal pleasure. I don't know why, but it just does. But anyways, in the story, the quick story on him is that he is the main antagonist to I think it's Yukio or Yuki. I think that's her name, and he was once friends with the car shop owner in the story mode, where he used Flagship Dragon. So his idea was kind of like Ren Suzuki. He thought nothing about power, no friends or anything. He just thought, the more you win, the more you become a very supreme kind of card fighter, which, from one person to another, for me saying this, I kind of relate because I've always craved. I saw power when I was using Claret Sword Dragon or anything for that matter because I want to feel like I'm a winner instead of the loser type. So he has that insecurity, much like Mireille Minai, who she thought that being a winner was everything to her, but he wanted power. So he eventually did lose to Yuki in the final round, in the final ending of the story, and he was trying his very hardest to be, you know, more open, more friends, and all that stuff. So he's just trying to change up heart a little bit. However, his idea on the fashion, I gotta say, if he wants to try to look more professional, he could have had himself button up a little bit more instead of showing his sexy chest, I think. But the haircut could just, like, go, like, or the long hair, because most of the time I like my men with short hair, six-pack and all, like, scream out, daddy, hear my name kind of thing. But he wields a powerful dragon. So I'm going to get more details in the story about that. But there you guys, you get 3 products, pretty much. The sleeves, we're going to be using. The deck box, we're still going to be using. And of course, the deck storage units, because why the fuck not? Now, for all you know this very well, we're going to be opening this now. Oh fuck, it got tied shut in this thing, like, bitch, motherfucker. Okay. Got the Gorilla Glue. Jesus. Okay. So now we got this condom sleeve off, so no more protection for that. Now, what I did love the most is the fact they actually reprinted him into a common, so we all can have a fun time with him. This is the... Oh, fucking hell. Okay, hold on. This is the Purgatory Dragon Deity Favrneel. And according to him, it says, you may only have one Purgatory Dragon Deity Favrneel in the deck, which... Okay, that sounds kind of dumb, but I can understand that, because... So, according to the skill here, at the beginning of your main phase, your opponent chooses one of their rear guards, retire it, and if you did not ride this turn, this unit gets 10,000 power, plus 1 critical, and at the end of the turn. Okay, this one has a lot of effects on it, so it's going to be a lot of reading. So, when your opponent's rear guard is retired during your turn, put a card from your hand into soul and to draw a card. Now, this is a 1 turn only. At the end of the battle that this unit attacked, if the sum of the grades of Dark States cards in your soul is 13 or greater, carry 1 is 2, stand this unit, and it gets drive -1, and to end the turn. So, so I never understood why this you only play one card of it. But me being an OCD bitch, I want to have a play set, in my binder just to show like I hate having one copy of each card, unless you know, you kind of need to, but I understand you do need to play one of him. So that's not no shade here, just brings up more room for more creativity, I guess you could say. So we got him. So that's the grade 3 right line. And he was actually a promo first, and he was very expensive at the time. I think he was just a Japanese exclusive promo that has like the gold double frame rare kind of thing going to him. But yes, this is was a prize card or something like that. Good deal. But we will try him out like in Deckset pretty much. So there's that. And of course we have 1 Gear Rhino. So Gear Rhino has the same ability as Basket, the Divine Sister from Ground Grace. Oh wait, no, I lied. So when you would ride... Oh, it does have the same thing. Okay, so... Soul Blast 1 and choose a card from your hand, discard it. So they all basically have the same generic ride line. So let's just put it like this. So that's grade 3, grade 2. Grade 1 is Divagating Chopper. When this unit is rolled upon, draw a card, choose a card from your hand, and discard it. So this deck here, I guess apparently, Kanji basically pretty much had Gear Chronicle and Dark Irregulars kind of feel to his deck. So it's part Dragon, part Gear Chronicle, mixed into it pretty much the same. Because the grade 0 is Clock Hands Draco Kid. So, one of those. This is the confirmed right line for, I'm going to give Kanji, because we never knew, because I've seen a lot of the deck he uses. He uses Diabolos, grade 1, 2, and 3, I believe, for the soul and all that stuff. You can use that, but this is not such a bad idea either. This is just what I consider the confirmed ride line for Kanji. So, give or take on that one. So, that is it right here. Now, there's a lot of reprints in this deck here, so don't be offended if we're going to be seeing a lot of it. And we're going to see the promos and the bonus expansion packs kind of thing. So what this deck basically comes with, it has 4 Reaper in the Shadows Zelmort, which I have used Zelmort in my Draw Jewel deck before. So this card actually is not a bad card. So I'm just going to skip through most of these, and here's some right here. So we have 4 copies of the promo that I try to get and didn't quite get so soon. Is Execution Dragon, Vorpal Scythe Dragon. And it's a active 1-turn thing. Soul Blast 2, choose one of your opponent's rear guards and retire it. When this unit attacks hits, you may Soul Charge 2. So it's you pay for 2 and you give 2 back. Pretty much. So that's for the promo at the time. So now he's a reprint, thank God for that, because I wanted more copies of it. Then we also have 4 copies of Time Jared Dragon. So when this unit is placed on rearguard, put a card from your hand into Soul and draw a card. Now, you can combine this deck if you want to make it like a full Dark State demonic version of the deck, if you really want to. Like I'm trying to do with Grand Grace. But I think this should require a little bit of gears and a little bit of machine versus like dragon, like flesh mixed in with metal and both machine and living tissue. So it's kind of like Transformers Beast Machines. If you guys want to see that show before, a long time ago. Anyways, let's get on with it. So next up we have 4 copies of Purgatory Baron Herodis. This is a Favrneel support card right here. And so his skill is, at the end of battle, this unit attack the Vanguard. If you have a Vanguard with Favrneel in its card name, put this unit into Soul. Choose one of your opponent's rear guards and retire it. Soul. At the beginning of your ride phase, if you have a Vanguard with Favrneel in its card name, bind this card and discard a card from your hand. Activate Persona Ride, and until the end of turn, you cannot activate Persona Ride with other card effects, and you cannot ride. Well, since we are using 1 copy of Favrneel, that won't be a problem. So he's definitely a must of 4 of in this deck. And for what it looks like, we're using a lot of grade 3s. So we have basically 16 grade 3s in this deck. Which, okay, granted, we're not using a playset of Favrneel. We just need 1 copy. Granted. Next up for grade 2s, we're playing 4 copies of Squalid Freaks. Or, it does come with Squalid Freaks. Squalid Freaks is soul effects. If you do not ride this turn, this unit gets a grade +2. When your grade 3 or greater Vanguard attacks, if you do not ride this turn, bind this card, and all of your front row units get 5,000 power in the end of turn. Okay, so it's more demonic. Next, it comes with 2 copies of Steam Sage Arshuda. It's a guard effect. If your soul has 7 more cards, this unit gets 5,000 power to the shield. When this unit is retired from the Guardian Circle, you may put this card into Soul. So you can use generic cards if you really want to combine them all together. But I think there's some, depending on how you want to use this, because this is a Hellfire kind of deck anyways. So it's the Demon Dragon from Hell, pretty much. Excuse me. So next up we have 2 Gun Rams. We all know what Gun Ram does. We're also using 2 Friend of the Netherrealm Links for this deck as well. We have a full play set of Repel Malice Dragon, which I'm going to put in my binder later on because I want to keep all the complete cards. 1 Overtrigger, which is Galmahald. 4 copies of Flinty Slasher. 4 copies of Living Breath Dragon. So this is kind of like a mix of a lot of things. 3 copies of Advanced Clock Dragon. 4 copies of well, actually, last thing, not least, 4 copies of Alexandra. But you can use other cards to use this if you really want to. So by next week or so before Christmas, I think I'm gonna be able to make a deck profile out of all this. And because you got most of the cards anyway from the old sets, so there's no real reason to. And then also, now let's get on with the actual stuff here. So here's the 1 card that's grossly overpriced, is the Demonic Swordsman of Riving Elegos. This card here, this one right here, this fucker right here is $36. Maybe it dropped more, but it's still expensive. Basically why its effect is, when this unit attacks a Vanguard, if you have a Vanguard with Favrneel in its card name, put 1 other rear guard into Soul. Choose one of your opponent's rear guards and retire it. And if the sum of the grades of Dark State cards in your Soul is 13 or greater, countercharge 1. That's why it's expensive. And then, since I bought 2 boxes, I will get 2 copies of the card. but I will still need to get another playset, but I wish it wasn't so expensive. Now, here is the reprints. We have Crimson Speller for Barrel Magnus. We have Falcade Performer. So, I've actually wanted to play a playset of Falcade, so I might get the common version, but I also want the original version as well, so I'm just a bougie bitch that way. And then a reprint of Brainwash Swirler. So, like I said, you can combine these decks all you want. These are just like options. And we also have a Granell card. So, this is pretty much all it. Like, this is the completed collection for the stand-up deck for number 7, I believe, is it? Yep, stand-up deck 7. So, this is pretty much everything that you kind of need. Now, this will give you an idea of what custom deck you want to make out of all this, or not want to use it. Now, here's my honest thoughts. The reprints are very good to have and an idea, but it's not really necessary. It just gives you like a little tips and pointers about which cards you want to feel comfortable using and all that stuff. So, much like the Graham Grace, I approve that one. So, do I approve this one? I also will say, yes, the stand-up collection, stand-up deck set collection, set 7 of Favrneel is Celine Frost approved. So it does get the stamp of approval right there. So that's it for the video, guys. And let's see what happens next week when I do a full deck profile of this deck here and see what happens. All sleeves and everything. So until next time, guys, I'll see you around.